Hey, what's up, Tabletop Gamers? This is Brian from Every Bit Countz. Thanks for joining us today on our very first battle report. Today I have Aaron playing his Grey Knights and Ben playing his Necrons, 1850.
Alright, I'm going to start off by telling you what I'm playing today. I'm going to take a picture right here. We got some bringing back Grey Knights today. I have a squad of 5 Paladins there. You know, we're going to do a quick look about real quick. And then 5 Paladins, all the goodies. And then I have a squad of 10 Paladins.
Are these what you see is what you get?
Yeah, basically. Kotias and Drago.
Sweetness.
Yes, there's Drago. Alright, then I brought 2 Dreadnoughts with auto cannons and side bolt ammo, so the strength 8. Alright.
I like those bases.
Yeah, that's good. Alright, we have Henchmen, 4 Crusaders in the front, 5 Warrior Acolytes in the back, and another squad of the same.
And now we're going to go over my Necron list. So I sort of brought an unconventional list for me. It's got a little bit of everything, some units I haven't used since like late 4th, early 5th. But yeah, we'll see how they work out with the new rules. One of those being the Monolith, which hasn't changed much. And then, let's see, I've got a squad of 10 Gauss Immortals with a Veil Cryptek and a Resorb, just regular Lord. Behind them is a squad of 6 Nasty Wraiths, which are pretty suited with the new Jump Infantry rules. And 4 of those with Whip Coils, and then 1 of those is a random conversion, because I didn't want to bring my one unpainted one that I hope to do a tutorial with. And attached to that squad is my Destroyer Lord with a War Scythe and a Semp Weave, so he's got a 2-up save, so I'm going to put him in front for some lookout sir stuff. And then I've got my one proxy of the day, I apologize. This is 9 Warriors proxied as 9 Tesla Immortals, and attached is a Cryptek with a Tremor Staff to hopefully slow some Paladins down. Behind there is 3 not floating heavy destroyers with a strength 9, 36-inch AP2 weapon, which I gotta love. So I want to try it with a new preferred enemy stuff. And then I've got a Ghost Ark with 9 warriors inside, and attached to there.
I think that's 8 actually. Yeah.
Is it? Oh.
Yep, 8.
And there is a Lance Cryptek. And then I've got an Annihilation Barge and a souped up Overlord on a Command Barge.
And now we're going to roll for terrain. And it's a D3, so that's 3 there, 1 there, 1 there.
Another one, and then a 3.
Yep, because that's a D3 for
Yes.
terrain.
So one side's loaded basically, as you can see.
Yeah, as I do my awesome.
So yeah, it was kind of a lack of terrain, but
Yeah, it was all right. Here we're rolling for mission and
deployment. So we got
Crusade and then
Vanguard. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the diagonal deployment.
Alright, here I believe we're rolling off.
Yep. And Aaron rolled a 2 and I won with a fatty 3. So Necrons choose to go.
Nope.
I gave him first turn actually.
Oh yeah, that's
He was very generous.
Because I wanted to do some late game.
These blue dice are showing
layout
deployment zone. Yeah, that center area. No one can deploy.
Here's the HQs facing off. Warlord time. You know, got Drago versus some.
Gotta roll
chubby
for Warlord
Necron.
traits.
Personal traits is what I choose. I rolled a 2, and I believe that was the Furious Charge.
And then I too did personal, and I got the Feel No Pain one within 3 inches.
I am changing my book powers for the psychic disciplines, and I took deviation. What is it
Divination.
called? Divination. Whatever.
Divination.
And I rolled a 2 and a 5, so I kept the 2, and then I traded the 5 in the 2, which is a 4+ invul. And I believe this is for knife fighting, right, guys?
Yep, this is knife fighting. So we have knife fighting on turn 1.
Knife fighting on turn 1.
Yep.
Alright, here I go. I'm rolling.
This is for Drago's
grand strategy.
Yeah, that's right.
So everything's scoring on my side. Dreadnoughts, everything.
Which I was obviously super stoked about.
Alright,
Here's deployment.
this is your movement, I think, actually.
No,
right?
this is deployment. This is where everything's at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
You kept those 5 Paladins
Yeah,
in
that's true.
reserve.
Reserve, yeah.
And that's your half of the table.
And my Necrons were pretty spread out. The objectives were...
Both show the objectives. And
Yeah, they were somewhat spread out, but
You get to
yeah, I didn't really do a
super
wedge or anything. I put my Command Barge in an offensive position so that I could hopefully get to his Dreadnoughts.
There's one
an
objective. Yep.
There's an objective,
That
obviously.
one's open. That one Necrons have.
So basically, he had more of the objectives. I had to come and get
that
one.
That tree is an objective, and so is that other one.
Alright, this is my movement. I'm moving up towards the 2 objectives over there, one of them being in the 5+ terrain. Yep. And then he's holding the other one with his Necron warriors, which are actually immortals. So now I'm doing some pre-measuring. It's night fighting. So, you know, I can only shoot 36 inches, so I'm checking to see what I can get with my autocannon dreadnoughts. We're talking about something here.
And unfortunately, most of turn 1 Grey Knights was lost. So
who did that? Whose fault was that?
Yeah, that was the cameraman's fault. I fired him. So.
Yeah, Brian forgot to press record. So we do miss some of the shooting.
These are my difficult terrain. I'm seeing if I'm going to move up into it. Then we were talking about if walkers even get, if they're in cover. We weren't sure if they get cover saves.
If it's a vehicle cover save, so 25%, or as long as they're standing in it, or what it had to be.
Yeah. So drop a comment if you know.
we definitely made some mistakes in this game, but like everybody else, we're still learning 6, and we're still stuck in some of our 5th edition ways. So bear with us as we learn the rules, and we learn them with you guys. And you know, each time is basically a learning experience. Every game you get in right now.
All right, here we go. I'm seeing if I can reach him with my autocannons, because that command barge has to die, in my opinion.
It's pretty threatening.
All right, so I'm scooting back because I still have the range, and then I'm gonna roll some dice here in a second to shoot.
Yep. Well, I kept this cut kind of long just in case we need to explain what's gonna happen after this. So basically,
all right, here come the dice.
All right.
I have re-rolls. They're rolling. I like to roll a lot in my hand, as you guys can see. Really get those dice shaking.
Well, after you shoot with these dreadnoughts, you're gonna attack his. What did you attack his raids? You shoot.
Yeah, that's what we miss out on, is the raid attacks.
And what happened?
Basically, he poured a ton of wounds into my raids, and my Destroyer Lord was in the front. But I tried to pull some lookout sir shenanigans, and I kind of did it poorly, so my Lord ended up taking 2 wounds, and then 1 more wound on.
I needed 5s to glance and 6s to pen with those shots. I think I got 1 pen.
Yeah, but he gets the save because of knife fighting.
We did his save wrong.
I still rolled a 5.
Yeah, but I think we're rolling 4s when you're moving. It's actually a 5 now.
Yeah, Jink is now.
All right, what was you?
5.
So anyways, command barge didn't get any wounds taken, or didn't.
Yeah,
or
he made all his cover saves.
Right, no hold.
And there I made all of my dangerous terrain saves for our dangerous
super
terrain.
fast.
So this is Necron's turn 1. I slowed this down like 50% too.
Basically doing the Necron shuffle, you know, moving everything slightly. I've got, you know, I'm a 24-inch range army, and so is Aaron. So
it worked
for the most part, if I was in range of him, he was gonna be in range of me. So I had to sort of pick and choose, you know, what I wanted to shoot, because knowing he was gonna get shot at. So first thing I'm gonna shoot is the Annihilation Barge at his big blob, which was probably a mistake now that in hindsight. But I actually rolled 2 6s on my initial, so I got 4 extra shots, and then only needing 2s to wound. I want to say there's Aaron questioning whether or not I can do this. I want to say I get all but 1, so that was 7, which is pretty nice. That's why Annihilation Barges are really, really big right now.
Yeah, pretty nice, except against me.
Yeah, and then those are the 2 Goths underneath, and just 1 more wound. So
I roll 1s like a boss. Look at that. What did I get? Like 1 out of how many was there? Like 9?
Yeah, there's 8. So
yeah. And then I looked out it to somebody else. I couldn't see over there if I made it or not, but I think no, I didn't make it because it sticked on the top guy or the front guy.
The whole game though, Aaron's basically trying to bring in wound allocation with the lookout sir, which I don't blame him. So these shots I want to say were the guys inside of the Ghost Ark. Shooting at the same blob squad.
That was me saying I'm gonna lose and he's gonna win. He's like, no, you're not gonna lose.
You know, with this round of shooting, this is an obvious reason why I absolutely love the new rapid fire rules.
Making some saves, missing some saves. First Paladin dead. You know, in 5th edition, I could go a whole game without losing any Paladins. It was ridiculous.
So you can re-roll your saves, right?
And these are the 3 destroyers shooting at the same blob. I'm not really sure why, folks. Maybe it's because one of the only things in range, really. But these strength 9 AP2, I was hoping to take at least a base out, but he makes his lookout sir, and
I put it on the Draco. I believe.
Oh, that's right, your lookout sir. Right.
Yeah, those when I'm rolling the 1,
it's the lookout sir. Yeah. And by the way, if you see a big red dice next to an objective, that's the mysterious objective.
Those immortals over there, they have rerolls on all their misses.
Yep. So here's the Tesla immortals. I forgot they were Tesla in my turn 1. It's my fault because I'm proxying them. So I could have got 2 dice for the extra 6, but I didn't take it. And then I need 3s, so that's why I love Immortals as a troop choice. Strength 5 comes in so clutch, needing 3s instead of 4s a lot of the time. So
Necron's a very good shooting arm.
Still do 6 wounds, and I'm pretty sure Aaron most likely doesn't count 6.
He shot his Immortals, now he's shooting the Crypt Tech.
Yep, and I miss very badly with my Tremor Staff. The point of the Tremor Staff in that unit was I knew they were going to be aggressively shooting, and I wanted to basically put the Tremor Staff on whatever I needed to slow down. Of course, the Tremor Staff has to hit in order to do that. But
making some saves. I don't think I rolled a single one. Nope.
No.
Made him like a boss.
My blood pressure probably rose right at that second. Just running the Wraiths up to know that I'm going to assault next turn. And there's Aaron's Peril.
Yeah, I rolled Perils for Countz or... No, yeah, Countz. No, Drago. One of the two.
It was Drago.
There's plenty of Perils.
It was Drago.
Yeah.
And now this is your psychic test.
Yep, made him.
You
Deep
making
Strike
this
time. I went for an aggressive Deep Strike. Now, after seeing, I would definitely have not put them there.
The 5-man Paladin squad,
Yeah,
pretty
it's only
vulnerable.
5-man, yeah. I didn't think he was going to focus his whole army on it, basically.
But why wouldn't I? Because those
Yeah.
suckers, they can hurt. And if they got into close
Alright,
combat...
so I'm moving my Paladins and my Crusaders up to claim this objective, and I was going to camp them there, basically. Alright, this is the Deep Strike Paladins in the back of this field. They're shooting at his, what are they called again?
Heavy Destroyers.
Heavy Destroyers. So I'm shooting my side cannons first. We have some hits here. These guys don't get the reroll like the big 10-man group, so...
Right. And they're going against Toughness 5, which is a little bit nicer for me.
Well, I still get to hit on once with the side cannon, so it made no difference.
Do they all have side cannons?
Well, these are all the side cannon shots right now. So, 6s are rending. Now these are my 6, what are they called? Stormbolter shots right here. I believe these
One
ones
of
I
those
needed 5s to because he's toughness 5. So in total, I think I did like 7 or 8 wounds.
Yep.
Rolling them right now.
So I'm going to take my 3-ups. And I only failed 1, which is really good, but he still has 1 more rend, so I will lose 2 Destroyers.
Oh, now we have... these are my psychic powers for the group of 10 there. I forgot to roll at the beginning of the movement phase. Now the 10 Paladins are rolling all their shots. They get a ton of shots.
That's a lot of 6s,
16
too.
Side cannon shots. And I think I rolled like 6 6s out of 16.
Right, and those are precision shots.
So those are all precisions. Right. Now I'm rolling to wound with the regular ones. I think I got 3 rending out of the regular ones. I was rolling 6s like crazy. So
no 1s though. And then 3 more.
3 more rending. So 6 rending in total out of all those side cannon shots.
And 3 of those being precision. So
and those are brand new dice too. I just got those before the game.
Alright, these are Stormbolter shots right here, the blue ones. These are, I opted to buy the Cybo ammo, so all those are strength 5 shots. So I think I did 3 wounds.
Yep. And I only have 1 Wraith between my Lord and the Paladin squad right now, so basically after he kills this 1 Wraith, everything's going to be on my Warlord. So right now I'm just, figuring out how these saves are going to go. So
right now I'm deciding what I want to send through first. I send through all the regular saves first, and then I hold the rendings in back, hoping to try to kill more of the Wraith. But let's see how many saves he makes.
So I start taking 2 at a time on the front Wraith so that I know who the next ones will be on, since it would be on the Overlord. So, so my first wound, he's still alive. And now Aaron has to choose his next shots. And the first save of the next round, he does indeed die. So now that leaves my Overlord vulnerable.
So now I'm throwing all 6 of these rendings on his Lord.
So I make the choice to do all Lookout Sirs, and I fail 1, and he only has 1 wound left. So he actually does die right here.
So that was First Blood, and it was Warlord dead.
Yeah, what is Slay the Overlord?
Slay the Warlord, I believe is what it is.
Slay the Overlord. So here's the Lookout Sir saves on the rest of the race, and I allocate 2 wounds accordingly because I only failed 2. We get into a little bit of a discussion with each other and a few people standing around the table, figuring out whether or not I can roll them all at the same time and if I can allocate the wounds to different rates.
Yeah.
Which I indeed can, but we were just trying to clarify it. So
that's where all the pointing is. Lots of pointing.
Yeah, plenty of pointing. We were just trying to figure out, how the Lookout Sir thing really does work. I just wanted to make sure I was really using it to my advantage here.
As I use it to my advantage all game
yeah,
long.
as there's 10 Paladins with 1 wound each.
Isn't this the only group that you could do it with? No, I think the other ones have the Lords and stuff they could do it. Alright, here we go. We have
puny shots.
Puny shots from my henchman squad. I believe I only did 1 or 2 wounds because they're only strength 4. I'm rolling these dice like it's my life.
Aaron just likes to jiggle the dice in his hand.
Alright, let's see here. I need 4s to hit, so there's 3 hits.
No, those were wounds actually. Those are 3 wounds, and luckily.
Let's see. Can he make the 3+?
So epic.
Gotta love 3-ups. So, yeah, we both don't want things to die. Basically, we rolled really well on our saves.
Yeah,
for the
I
most
think
part.
both of us were rolling pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, now we have my Dreadnought shooting at this command barge that I want to die, but you know, he's not willing. So we get the rerolls. I'm pointing on the table. I don't know what. I'm just like I like.
Probably asking what my save was, and we did this wrong. I think we played it that I still had a 4-up save, like the old rules for going flat out.
Oh, I need 5s. I didn't get any 5s to glance. So here's my other one shooting at it because I have 2 Dreadnoughts. I have all 3 hits, 1 miss. Let's see if I can get any pens here. I got 1 pen. Yeah, 1 pen.
Yep. And I ended up making a 5-up anyway, so. There are my.
See if they're getting back up.
Yep. Those are my that was my leadership actually.
Right.
And here's my we'll be back.
And they both died.
Yeah. So I've got 1 left.
They will not be back.
Right.
They're gonna go for a coffee break.
Which was kind of a big hit. I mean, I only had 3, so they were really vulnerable.
That will be backs for.
Oh, that was my ever living for my lord, which would have been huge. And that's another question we had. We weren't sure if I was gonna be able to get up or not.
Right.
All right. Here's your swiping attacks, which we did wrong.
Yeah. Now it's only I can move 12 inches and then I can move 6 inches in my shooting. So where it used to be I could sweep 24 inches from 24 inches away, which was huge. I can no longer do that.
I think he only ended up doing 1 glance.
Yeah.
Or he did the stunned or shaken, so it wasn't like a huge mistake really.
Because in the FAQ, Warsight's got AP1, which
we
is
have
really
some
nice.
Wraiths assaulting some henchmen squads. I wonder who's gonna win.
Not yet. They're just moving right now.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get overzealous. We know you want to get into combat with those Wraiths, but not yet.
It's pretty obvious what they're doing.
So I choose to use my jump packs in the movement phase, just in case I didn't end up getting close enough with my.
Here's some difficult.
Yeah, or dangerous.
Dangerous.
So I pass all those. Luckily, no one.
Just some more movement.
Supersonic, yeah.
We also had a discussion on if you need to be 3 inches to move up or
2 inches.
2 inches to move up in buildings.
Because the floors were actually.
We went with 2 inches.
We went with 2 inches.
Yeah, they were actually like 2 1/4 inches tall, so we figured we'd round down.
I was doing some Necron shuffle again.
And basically, I'm just deciding whether I'm going to shoot at this 5-man Paladin squad or if I'm going to shoot at the big blob. And I really felt like I needed to get rid of these guys because they were too close to my objectives, too close to like the fragile parts of my army.
Well, technically, I had an objective that was in his board over there with those paladins.
Yeah,
so.
and
that's the Ghost Arc.
Yeah, here's the Ghost Arc rapid firing. My Gauss flares at that deep strike squad, and he fails 1 wound.
And I attempt to look out, sir, which I get to do.
Ryan's all over the place. We're trying to figure out where we were shooting.
Don't worry, I fired that guy.
So there's one wound down. Now here's the guys inside shooting at the same squad, and I'm pretty sure they failed for too much actually. There's the 1 cryptek shot, and the cryptek shot wounds.
And I attempt to look out, sir, once again to put it on the back guy.
Well, let's
Moving over here to make it
do.
more epic. See, do I make it?
Move all slow because
Do I make it? Oh, I don't. So the guy bites the dust. Or.
No, that was your invuln save, and now you're failing your lookout,
like I
sir.
said, he bites his dust.
So then the strength 8 takes a whole base. So that's 1 paladin down. And now I'm gonna shoot the 1 heavy destroyer that's left. He's gonna take 1 measly shot at those paladins again, trying to take a whole base out.
Here's my invuln.
I believe you roll 6 on your invuln.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
I couldn't see.
I'm going over there.
And he passes lookout, sir, and he takes a guy from the back.
That hurt so bad taking bases out with paladins. Oh.
It's pretty nice, something I'm not used to being able to do. So I believe that was the Gauss Flux Arc shooting from the monolith. And
once again, these take out whole bases if I fail my 2+.
Now only if the monolith was still AP2. Oh, it would be a glorious day for the Necrons.
AP2. Was it?
I think it was, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Comment below.
So, but still, the strength A is enough to take out a base, which is basically what I need at this point. You know, I can't be letting him do his lookout, sir.
Alright, here I'm doing 1 at a time just in case. That way, if I need to look out, sir, I can. I believe I make all of them though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to run.
Oh, nope, there's
there's one.
Oh, there's a whole base. Once again, I'm crying.
Aaron is frustrated at this point.
Roll another one.
Oh, those were for the...
those were in the back, yeah.
hits you
He
guys
grabbed a couple of the henchmen, too.
The monarch actually did something. Okay, so here we have my Gauss Immortals in the back there, shooting at that drop.
5-man squad.
Yeah, the 5-man squad of Paladins that dropped behind me. So I'm really focused firing almost my entire army on these guys. And there I do 5 wounds. I'm still relying on him to roll some 1s, and then I still have the Staff of Light in there as well, which I'm going to shoot. So I mistakenly didn't take a War Scythe, and then when I looked at my army builder sheet and I saw you had a Staff of Light, I was, okay, I figured that'd work. So yeah, I roll 3 more for that.
It was a huge mistake, me putting those guys back there. If I could have redone anything, I wouldn't have deep strength back.
It was aggressive. It would have almost been better if they came in later in the game, not on turn 2. So here's Aaron's saves on those Paladins.
Looks like well, I'm grabbing one, which means I missed one.
Oh,
so I'm
so
gonna
sad.
attempt to look out, sir, because I always maybe I'm not. Nope. Yes, I am. No, I'm
He
not,
wants his
because I
front.
rolled
He
a
basically
3.
wants his front guy to live because he wants to assault my vehicles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the
So-
mentality.
There we go. It goes on that guy there.
Here's the Annihilation Barge, and because of the way it's facing, I end up having to shoot at the big blob again. I think I get 1 or 2 6s in there, and then I need 2s again. So the Annihilation Barge, as usual, paying for its points cost.
I don't think the Annihilation Barge did a single wound on me that went through.
Yeah,
I think I
it
saved
still has to
all.
roll 1s, but at least
Yeah.
it forces my opponents
We'll
to take
see here.
saves.
This will be the true test.
Oh, actually, I apologize. I'm shooting at the squad in the back here, not the Paladins. I'm shooting
Oh
at
yeah,
the.
you got my henchmen.
Yep.
And I make like, let's see, 4, 5,
They're all 3-ups.
6. I made 6 3-ups in a row with my
Yeah,
storm
it's
shield.
pretty nuts, man.
We're shaking here because we don't want to kill each other.
It was
probably
getting pretty
some
brutal.
Getting heated. Aaron and I are super competitive, so
Sometimes it's better to
we
be
bring
behind
out the worst in
camera.
each other sometimes. So here we have my Tesla Immortals now shooting at the big blob squad. For whatever reason, I wanted to try and do some more wounds to the Paladins, see if Aaron could maybe roll a few 1s. Well, there's actually 7 wounds, and here's the Tremor Staff. And I'm actually trying to clip both units just in case the Paladins as well as the
I think you put it
henchmen.
on the Kotias guy.
Okay, I thought I put it in the bag.
Here's I'm making a bunch of 2+s, which I make all of them, like I do all the time. That's why I play Drago.
Anyways, here's Aaron's Overwatch shots at my wraiths because I declared a charge
Can I
against
roll
him.
some 6s? Let's see here. I think, no. Not a single one.
And lost hope.
Yeah. I was like,
So there's my charge distance, and I obviously make. I think I was about an inch away.
I made them like, look, you need to roll 3. You can't
Yep.
get
So when
past
you're
that.
going into terrain, you have to roll 3 and take the lowest 2, which can actually make a huge difference because it brings your average down to like 5 instead of 7.
And what I did wrong with my Crusaders is I didn't realize the new power weapon, it's what you see is what you get.
Okay. I'm not sure what I saw, but
Yeah.
all I saw was Wraith doing a ton of wounds here. So yeah, you know, needing 4s and then 6s and 2s is really nice.
Yeah, well, it's a 100-point squad against what, probably 300 worth of Wraiths, let's say?
Let's see, my Wraiths were 255 points.
Well, I'm making my saves here on my 3+s.
We actually made an error too here.
Yeah.
We were doing random wound allocation in the sense that you have to roll a d6 and figure out who it was going to go on, not that the person could choose. So we
That's
messed that
only
up.
in shooting that you do it randomly. And then in close combat, you actually get to choose. So we're deciding which ones are going on which right now. So
Which
we're
was slower than it needed to be, obviously,
Yeah.
because he could have just said, all right, well, you know, these are on this guy, these are on this guy. And I had 4 Rens in there, so I wanted to try and waste all my regular wounds on the guys with the invuln and then use the Rens on the regular henchmen themselves.
Oh, you know what, Ben? I never really talked to you about the green you added on those raids. It's really sweet.
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I tried to do some object source lighting to make the Gauss look like it's sort of, you know, emanating,
Like glowing?
emitting light onto the different parts of the raids. So I hope to do that with the
Yeah.
rest of the squad.
Yeah,
and
I
then-
think you should. You should do them all like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think that it's working.
those two were a test to see how, and everybody that came across the table seemed to really like them. So I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, those Crusaders are from Warhammer. They're converted.
Right, Warhammer Fantasy.
Yeah, from Chaos Warriors.
You put little heads on them.
Little heads out of
Yeah, Grey Knight heads. I thought that was great.
They look good though. They look
Yeah, we'll have to get those on our site. Show people.
Thought they turned out
once
good.
they get some beautiful bases like the rest of your army.
So this wraps up basically, and Aaron's gonna do his strikes back.
I need insane courage here, so
Yeah.
let's see
We
here.
need double ones.
What? Oh, I love
Double
it.
one.
I
So
love
he
double
stays
one.
in combat with me, which is
Which
huge.
is bad
And
for me,
you-
actually.
And he
made your
passes
leadership.
leadership on those last guys.
All right, guys. Well, that's the end of turn 2, and click on our second video of this battle report for turn 3.
Yeah, buddy.